my birth bag because we've got a birth going on, or just about ready to go on. I've been looking at Clover for at least a couple of days. It looked like she probably was going to deliver a little bit early, which it's about 2 days prior to her due date right now. I was inside finishing up my dandelion jelly, which I think at this point is turning into a dandelion simple syrup. It happens, it's fine. But I think Clover needs me. I was watching you on the camera. You're doing a lot of up and down. Oh, are you ready to have your own space? She was looking like she was trying to kick everybody out of the barn and just wanting her own space, so we'll give it to her. I've got a stall for her. All right, watch out, little ones. Here we come. I'm gonna get you some more shavings, okay? Clover is a 2-year-old first freshener. She actually is the sister to a goat that we used to have that unfortunately died here last December. She is Calamity's sister. She looks a lot like Calamity, and her personality is very, very similar. The reason that Clover was not bred in her first year is she was just a little small. Calamity was bred to a Nigerian in her first year, and so mini La Manchas are generally smaller. My mentor didn't have a Nigerian to breed Clover to at the time, so she waited an extra year, and she is bred to a standard. So we're going to be having some standard La Manchas in not very long. You're going to do great. I think she's going to be a good mommy. She's been doing baby talk, and I think she understands what's going on. I did just do a little superficial check on Clover because for the last little while, I'm not exactly sure how long, she keeps laying down and doing 2 really wimpy pushes and then stopping, just chewing her cud. So chewing cud is a good thing, but I'd like to see a little bit of progress. What's worrying me a little bit is she's making these little pushes and I'm not seeing any extra stuff happening back here. I'm not really seeing any bulging. I'm not really seeing any extra fluid coming out. She has had a little bit, and I worried a little bit that the kid might be a little big. So I still worry about that a little bit because I went in there and I can feel one decently big hoof. Now, after you deliver 3-pound Nigerians, everything seems kind of big. So she's been doing really well. I'm not gonna push the issue too much. We're gonna let her go a little bit longer. You gotta give some good pushes, ma'am. Some good ones. Okay. Bigger than that. Good girl. You gotta push harder. Yeah, we've got a bubble. Very good. Good job. Good girl. You're doing good. You're doing it. Good girl. I'm just gonna feel for a nose. Oh, we got it. 2 feet and a nose. Good girl. Good girl. You got it. There it is. There it is, Mama. Hi, little boy. Hello. You're a pretty color. Yeah, I thought you had another one, honey. That one, this one will be easier. Okay. This one will be easier. First one's always rough when it's a big boy. He's not that big though. Not for being a La Mancha. Good girl. Yeah, there's another one. Good girl, you got it. You got it. Good girl. Yeah, wow. Does Daddy have blue eyes? Does the buck have blue eyes? Another buck. Uh-oh. Oh no. Your udder does not say 2 bucks, ma'am. You alright, dude? Yeah. You'll get your feet. Hello. We are not in the barn. Clover is doing okay as a first-time mom. For a while there, she was basically burying her babies. She was doing a lot of digging around the stall, and in the process of digging, she did knock the babies around quite hard sometimes. And this little guy is having a little bit of a hard time figuring out his legs. And I don't know if it's from him getting kind of squished inside, or he's doing this most of the time. He stands up like this. Or if maybe he is lacking a little bit in selenium. And the reason that I'm thinking that is his back legs here, they're weird. So standards have really long legs, but he's got what feels to me, especially when comparing with his brother, really weak tendons. They're squishier than his brother's. And this muscle back here just seems maybe underdeveloped. I don't know. He kind of hocks in his knees. Let me turn him around so you can see how he stands without him falling. He's just not as steady on his feet as a kid of this size or this age should be. Usually within a few hours, they're bouncing around. They're very eager to try to look for the teat, and he's just pretty wobbly on the back end. So I'm just gonna give him 1/2 ml of this Bosea injection. I have not done this very much in my herd at all, not for babies. We are getting ready to have a Bosea rodeo here with the adults coming up soon. And all I'm gonna do is get 1/2 ml for standard babies, and it's 1/4 ml for the Nigerian babies. But I'm just gonna pull up a pocket of skin right in between his shoulder blades. Whoop. Okay, you good. And I'm gonna just poke it in. Oh no, well, he stood up for that. See, that made me get up. Sometimes they need a second dose, but not always, 24 hours after the first dose is given. I just hope it helps him find his feet a little bit more. I mean, it seemed to work. Was that weird? You're a good boy. You want mama back? Mama's. Well, her udder's not super full or anything. It's got milk in it for sure, but it seems like the babies have been nursing pretty well. I did come down and put them on her a couple times yesterday just to make sure, and then right before bed I noticed that she was willingly standing there and letting them nurse by looking on my camera. So that is good. Clover is a first-time mom, but also she was a bottle baby and she was raised in a farm where they exclusively bottle feed most of the time. I don't know that she's really seen very many moms raising babies. So for her it was like a special challenge to figure out motherhood, but I think she's getting it pretty well. Little dude here, he's still a little bit weird on this specific back leg. And I didn't voice it very well in the first part, but this could genuinely be a result of injury. I'm not entirely sure. Like, it's not broken. It could be a few different things, but injury is not out of the question. This here, this is baby number 1. He's a lot. Right now she's protesting because Fury is reaching through trying to get at her grain. But he's a lot more steady on his feet. So just feels a lot more youpy sweet. He's a lot more steady on his feet. And unless somebody needs a breeding buck, a La Mancha breeding buck, these guys are going to be part of our meat program. Come here, little dude. Come here. He's really cute. Our next doe to give birth is Tempest. Hopefully Tempest is chock full of nefarious keepers. I still feel ligaments, but she's only a few days away from her due date. Where's Winnie? Let's see Winnie real quick. There she is, playing in the sun. You trying to find a good place to take a nap? And get a snack? Just a couple more births left and then we're done for the 2024 kidding season. Seems strange that we don't have a whole ton of keepers yet, but hopefully that changes soon. You guys are too much. Yes, in the best way.